Let me talk a bit about the wider steel industry, and which is of course reflected in our report. I think it's an industry in reasonable amounts of turmoil and in a different shape in different geographies, I would say also. So if I just start with India, we are clearly a bright spot as far as growth is concerned. And we've seen that in the last several years, and we expect to see that high growth for steel as we build our houses, our infrastructure, our automotive park, and so on. So I think we are in a pretty good place from a demand perspective. Why is the industry complicated? I think the supply side is complicated. So there is global overcapacity, which means, and there is a fair amount of that overcapacity, so particularly driven by China. And so therefore, there's probably a prolonged period of time in which this overcapacity is going to be absorbed and or supply will go down in some markets. And so therefore, I would expect a reasonably long period of lower prices, which will of course impact the supply side of the industry economics in India also. If I look at some of the raw materials, the iron ore, which has been in a reasonable balance, may get out of balance because of the new capacities coming up, particularly Simandou in Africa. And of course, higher end iron ore, more beneficiated ores will be more valued. Premiums may go up as the push towards sustainability increases. If I think about coking coal, another important raw material, the issue there is one of our adequate capacities coming up to keep with the depletions of assets that occur. And so therefore, I would expect in the medium term coking coal to be in balance, somewhat undersupplied, and therefore volatile. We are, as a country, coking coal short, and high coking coal prices impact us badly in India. So all in all, I would say it's an industry in some amount of turmoil with a bright spot in India.